Yeah. I always look around the room to see how people are kind of feeling, and it looked like lying down has the greatest number of votes. So let's start on our backs today. How's that? We're going to start in constructive rest if you don't mind. Let your knees bend, let your feet come to the floor, and just take a moment to check in with your body from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet. Just notice how you're arriving today physically, mentally. How's your energy? See if you can notice the sensations of your feet on the floor. Maybe even just give them a little bit of weight and notice any sensations there. Maybe the texture of your mat or the floor, the temperature, maybe the air on the tops of your feet. And then draw your attention up your legs, all the way to your pelvis, those big, strong bones of the pelvis. Maybe rock a little side to side and feel your sacrum on the floor. And bring some stillness. Turn your attention to your low back, the lowest vertebrae in your back, attached to the pelvis. Maybe you notice a little space under that part of your back. Follow your spine up your back to the part that attaches to the ribs, our thoracic spine. Check in with your shoulders. I just notice I'm holding my shoulders up. Let your shoulders drop back. It might help to even turn your palms up. Notice the thoracic part of the body pretty firmly on the floor. And then all the way up through the neck, a little space under the neck bones, back of the skull heavy on the floor. And then notice your belly rise and fall. If you've just run in, maybe you're breathing more into your chest. See if you can bring your breath down, sink it down towards your belly. Take a few breaths here. Good. Keep that nice soft breath. And on your next inhale, let your arms float up. Maybe they reach to the ceiling. Maybe they reach all the way overhead. Maybe they even come to the floor or not. And exhale them back down by your sides. And do that a few times. Inhaling up, just mobilizing our shoulders, exhaling down. Good. One more like that. And then let your hands rest by your sides. Bring your feet in just a little bit, maybe. Maybe even brush your heels with your fingers if that's available. And then on your next inhale, start to roll your spine up. Tailbone, sacrum, low back, mid back up into a bridge. And exhale down, thinking long spine, thinking moving one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, exhale up, pressing up. Inhale at the top, exhale down. Let's change the breath though. This time, let's just inhale up and exhale down. If you like, add your arms to that. On the inhale, hips rise up, arms rise up, maybe all the way overhead, maybe not. Check in, exhale down. Do a few of those at your own pace. Good. One more like that. And then let your arms come back down, rest on the floor, but lift your body back up into that bridge. Let's give it a little different feel. Let's press down with the feet. Let's get the feeling of drawing the knees together. They don't have to be together, but that feeling of squeezing in, and then the feeling of reaching your knees away from your face. Maybe you feel a little sensation up here in the front of the hips. You could squeeze your glutes. Yeah, and then rock it back down. Nice. Let's start up here with a little bit of Pilates. I just have to adjust this cord. There we go. If you bring your knees up one at a time, shins parallel to the ceiling, and then float your upper body up. Yeah. What would it be like to start to pump your arms? If your neck gets tired, please put your head down. Let's add some breath to this. We're going to inhale and exhale. And inhale, exhale. Option to straighten one leg. Exhale. Good. Switch legs. In and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Option to straighten both legs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Go ahead and draw your knees into your chest and give them a little squeeze. And then rock your body side to side. See how that feels? Good. And then walk your legs out long, reach your arms up overhead, be as tall as you can, reaching fingertips to toes. Feel your nice long spine. Walk your legs over to the left. Without turning on your left side, move your arms a little bit over to the left. Breathe into your right rib cage. 2 big breaths. Good. And gently move back to center. And we'll go over to the other side. So walking legs over to the right without turning on your right side. Let your arms move over to the right. Breathe 2 breaths into your left rib cage. Good. And come on back to center. Nice. Let's plant feet on the floor again. Coming back into that bridge. Float your hips up. Option to just squeeze your glutes and reach your knees away. Option 2, take one leg to the sky. Let your ankle flex. Drop that leg down, kick it up with pointed toes. We'll go 3, 2, and 1. See if you can keep your hips high as you put that leg down. We'll bring the other leg up and stretch. We'll lower, exhale, lift. Exhale, lift. Exhale, lift. Let the knee bend, put the foot down. 1 more each side. Up and straight. Exhale, lift. Good. Let the knee bend, put the foot down. Last one, up and straight. Exhale, lift. Exhale, lift. Exhale, lift. Bring that foot down. Good. Drop your hips down. Pick your head up and reach your hands side to side. So as if you were tapping one ankle and the other, we won't be here long. We're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let that go. Drop your head down. And let's take feet out to the side of the mat. Let the knees drop together. And start to sway your knees side to side. Check in with your hips. Notice what feels good to you today. Maybe take your arms wide. Nice. Maybe look away from those knees. So as they go to the right, head looks to the left and vice versa. Good. Adding on to that, as you look away from your knees and toward your hand, turn that hand down and then switch. There's a whole lot going on here. Let's go back and forth a little bit. Nice. Let's do one more each side. And then come on back to center. Take your right leg and draw it in towards your chest or your right armpit as you reach your left leg long. Yeah, and if that feels icky, go ahead and keep the left leg bent. But if it feels okay, reach it away. We're going to take one hand on this knee that's up. So right hand on the right knee and just start to circle that leg. Notice what range of motion feels good for that hip. Notice any places that feel a little sticky. Notice where it moves easily. Beautiful. Switch, go the other way. See if it moves as easily in the opposite direction. And then when you come back to center, straighten that leg out. If that means you bend your bottom leg, that's completely fine. We're going to take that top leg, flex the ankle, drop the heel, point the toes, kick that leg back up or those toes back up. Yeah. Let's switch that. Let's keep toes pointed, drop it down. Flex your ankle, kick it up. Toes bring us down, heels bring us up. Two more. Good. Keep this side. Bring your hands back to the mat. Let that leg circle out to the side and up. Everything else is as still as we can keep it as that leg circles around. And the circles do not have to be big. One for 6 this side. So I think we've got 2 more. Good. Switch and go the other way. We're stabilizing this with our core muscles, pulling the lower abs just a little bit in and a little bit up. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring that knee back in, give it a little squeeze, and then send it out long. Just check side to side. See how that felt. And then we'll take the left knee in toward the chest. Right leg can reach long if that's available. And bring your left hand to the left knee, and we'll start to circle that leg around. Let's see how this side is feeling. Nice. Switch and go the other way. And then let's straighten that leg out. If that means you bend your bottom leg, that's okay. Flex your ankle, drop your heel down, point your toes, kick it up. Just do it a few more times. Good. And then we'll switch it. So point your toes, drop them down, flex the ankle, kick it up. Notice if this is a little bit more difficult coordination wise. It is for me. Maybe it is for you too. Good. Last one. Keep that leg up long. Go ahead and take your hands back to the sides. We'll take that leg out in a circle and back up, stop at the top. Here's 5, 4, and then switch and go the other way. Everything else is stable. Nice. Bring that knee in, give it a quick squeeze, take it out long, just check in. How does it feel? Maybe let your toes rock out and in, shake out your hips a little bit. All right. Coming back up, let's bring knees into the chest, give them a good squeeze. Pick your head up, take your left hand to your left ankle, right hand to the right or to the left knee. Stretch your leg out long. Right leg is stretched, left we're squeezing in. And then switch. Totally fine to put your head down if your neck gets tired. Otherwise, we'll go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Bring the soles of your feet together. If it feels nice, let your knees drop to the side. Yeah, I've got my feet on the floor, but you could argue that up too. That could feel nice. And then help your legs back to center. Come on up again. Both hands to the ankles. Head is lifted if that feels nice. You can keep it down. We're going to inhale, reaching arms and legs. Exhale around. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Drop your head down, turn it side to side. One more little Pilates move before we turn over and do some yoga. Take your right leg to the sky. Left leg is going to get 2 little pulses toward the ground, and then switch. Head can be up or down. 2 exhales. Inhale as you switch, if that makes sense to your body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Draw your knees in. Feet to the mat. This time feet wide, knees drop together again. See how that feels? And let them sway. A little side to side. Right. And then switch over to your belly. And we'll bring our bodies all the way down to the mat. Legs are reached out long, hands next to the chest. Let's do a few baby cobras here. So inhaling up, then exhale down. Think of barely, barely, barely pushing with your hands. It's back work. Let's do 2 more. Good. Take your elbows, slide them forward, come on up into Sphinx, nice and tall. Yeah. Let's give this a couple different feelings. If you take your lower abs and you pull them a little in and a little up, press your feet to the floor, and then imagine pulling yourself forward with your elbows. And then check in and make sure you're breathing. Good. Go ahead and drop that down. Forehead to hands. Take a quick rest here. Feel the muscles release. And then we're just going to come up one more time into a locust with some options. If you bring your hands back, put them palms down, and just let your feet float. That's kind of nice. What would it be like to pick your hands up off the floor? What would it be like to pull your shoulder blades together? Yeah. See if you can keep your head in a neutral position so there's no wrinkles in the back of the neck. And then see if you can breathe here. 3 big breaths. Nice. And then one more time, bring your forehead back to the mat, back to your hands on the mat. Feel the muscles release. And then make your way to all fours. Come up with a neutral spine since we were just kind of back bendy. We're going to come just into all fours. Yeah, hands are right under shoulders, knees right under hips. Find yourself a little cat cow. Go slow because we were just back bendy. So just check in with your back. Think long spine. If you like the breath with this one, you can exhale to cat, get a little squeeze through the belly. Inhale, expanding to cow. And do that a few times. Good. It might feel nice to add a little organic movement. Find the tight places, maybe lean back. And if you find one, hang out there for a breath. And then come on back to center. Let's take left leg out behind, toes to the mat. Give a little push back. Feel that nice stretch down the calf. And then float that leg up. Option to add your right arm. You decide how high it goes. You could also move your arm and leg to the outside to challenge your balance. You could do some crunches. You decide. Any of those are good. All good options. And then bring just your hand back to the mat. Take your leg, step it across. You could look over your right shoulder if that feels nice. Breathe into your left side. Long spine. And bring that leg back in. Let's sit back to child's pose just to release the arms. You could bring them up over your head. You could bring them back by your sides. You could stack your fists under your forehead. Find something that feels good to your arms. And then we'll come back up and set up the other side. So right leg's reaching back. Is that right? Whatever side you didn't have back before, take that leg back. And then rock it forward. Let it float up. Add your opposite arm. Good. And then all those options also available on the side. You could reach it out to the side. You could do some crunches. Good. And then bring your hand back to the mat. Step your leg across. Have a look over your other shoulder toward it. Breathe a couple times into your right rib cage. Nice. And come on back to center. Before we stand up, let's play with our hips a little bit. If you take toes out to the side on one side, float that knee up, send yourself back, kind of releases the arms. We're only going to do it 3 times each side. Bring your knee back in, bring your toes back in. 2 more. So it's rocking back, rocking forward, knee in, toes in. Nice, last one. Toes out, hips back, rock forward, knees in, toes in. Same thing other side. Toes out, knee up, rock it back, rock it forward, knee in, toes in. 2 more. Nice. All right. Let's move into a downward dog. We're not going to be on our wrists very much longer. A nice soft downward dog. Let your knees really bend. Or let your feet walk. And then gently walk your hands to your feet. Take your time. When you get there, let your knees bend a whole lot. Roll your body up 1 vertebrae at a time. And we'll come all the way up to standing. If you're now facing the back of the room, turn around and we'll inhale up. Yeah, and just reach a little side to side. Good. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And bring your hands heart center. Send your hips back. Yeah, so we're sitting here in chair. We could walk our legs a little bit, a little up and down here. Snap, crackle, pop. Just inhale all the way up and forward fold. One more time. Bring your hands to your shins. Bring your back to that nice flat position. And then just for fun, let your knees bend and lift your tailbone and see where the stretch goes. Pretty intense through the glutes, probably. Hands to thighs. We'll roll all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. And then let's step wide. Good. We're just going to rock this a little bit, a little side to side. Check in with your knees. Make sure they're going the same direction as your toes. If you like to pick up your toes as you rock away from them, that's an option. Some people come way down into this. Good. What if we added some shoulders? Maybe we can circle shoulders back as we move through this. Nice. Lots of good modifications and individualized ways of moving. Good. Come on back to center. Feel free to come into a forward fold. Hands could be on thighs to keep your head higher, or they could be on the mat. You could also grab elbows if that feels nice to your back. One more big breath here. Hands to thighs. Let's roll all the way up. Here's one we know. Turn your toes out and your heels in. Reach your arms up, get yourself some bear claws and scratch them down the tree. Yeah, check in with your knees. Make sure they're going out the same direction as your toes. Let's do two more like that. Fire up your back muscles. This last one, keep those bear claws, sink it down to the bottom. Yeah, let your arms go. Keep your strong legs. Walk your feet a little bit. Nice. Here's our standing balance for the day. If you like, come to toes on both sides. Yeah. If it feels nice, take your hands, catch some raindrops. Keep your spine up tall. Nice. Good. And then we'll come all the way up. Just heel toe back in, shake that out a little bit. Take your hips, circle them around one direction. And then the other way. Nice. If you like the complicated one, some figure eights. If you're doing that, see if you can notice which way you're going. See what it's like to reverse it. Good. Yeah. And then just stand up really nice and tall here. Take your shoulders and circle them forward. If it feels nice, you could put your fingers on your shoulders. And then do one and then the other. See where the stretch goes. And then circle them backwards. Good. And then maybe both at the same time. Good. Go ahead and stand long ways on your mat so that you can stand with both feet on the mat. We're going to do something, it's really simple. We'll do it. Turn to the side, whatever side is easiest for you to see me, turn that leg forward. Yeah. Sink it down a little bit. Check in with that knee. Make sure it's over the ankle. Check in with the back knee. See that it's a little bit bent. Yeah. And then take your arms out to warrior two. So the back foot is maybe almost parallel to the back of the mat. Draw your shoulders up towards your ears. Drop them down. Do that a couple times. Good. This time, keep them down. Reach your arms away from you and then soften them by turning them up. Take your front hand, the one out there with your front leg, take it up to the sky. Here's an option. You could bend it. You could hold your head. You could take this back hand and reach it around or not. Good. As you come up, take your front elbow to your front knee. Take your other hand across the horizon. Hold it there. Stretching the other side. Nice. That hand that's sticking out in front of you, circle it down toward the mat behind you and straighten your front leg and find yourself a triangle. This is a big pose. You don't have to reach the floor. We're just finding some space, fingertips to fingertips. Keep your triangle legs and just reverse your arms. Good. And then come on back to center. Just switch your feet. We know this. We'll go to the other side. The back or the front leg is bent a bunch. Knee is right over the ankle. Back knee's also bent a little bit. Arms reach out front and back. Yeah. Let's take shoulders up and down a few times. Good. And then keep them down. Reach your arms away. Soften that by turning your arms up, palms up. Have a look at your front hand, reach up toward the sky. That's the hand that could, if you like, reach your head. The other hand could reach behind. Yep. So whatever leg is in front, that's the arm coming up and over to the head. Beautiful. And then as you come up, bring your front elbow to your front knee. Other hand comes across the horizon. Hold it there. Good. That arm that's sticking out in front of you, circle it down to the ground, reach it behind you. As it comes up, we find a triangle. Good. Keep your triangle legs. Rotate your arms up. Beautiful. And come on back to center. All right. Go ahead and just stand again. Shake it out. Move however feels good to you. And then start to sway your body side to side. And then how about some twists? Use your legs with this. Yeah, let the whole body do its thing. And then keep your legs still and just let your arms swing. Nice. All right. Arms to the sides. Swing your right arm underneath your left arm. I'm going to mirror you. Option is to hold a V. Another option is to wrap it all the way around and grab your hands. Let's inhale up, and on the exhale, draw your elbows down towards your ribs. Let your legs bend. Inhale up. Let's do one more like that. Good. Come back to center. Unwrap your arms. Notice which one is underneath. Switch it. All those options. You could be a V. You could be wrapped. We'll do a big inhale up. Exhale. Bring your elbows in towards your belly. Inhale it up. One more like that. Good. Come on back to center. Take your arms out to the side. This time reach them behind your back. Couple options. We'll do both. Hands to the back, fingertips down if that feels good. Lift your heart and then extend your back. Think growing up as tall and long as you can. You could let your hips drift a little forward if that feels nice. And come on and back up to neutral. Option to take the hands and lace them, lace the fingers behind, draw your shoulders back. Lift your heart. If it feels good to you, you could also drop this forward, just an option. And we'll come all the way back up. Shake it out. Let's come down to sitting. We'll sit up really nice and tall on your exhale. Let your arms float up. They don't have to go all the way up, whatever feels good. Exhale down. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhaling up. Exhale down. This time, leave them there just for a beat. And then take your right hand to the mat. Left hand reaches up to the sky. And we get a side bend here. If this is feeling really nice, you could also reach out over that knee or that straight leg if you're straight leg. And we'll come all the way back up. Do the same on the other side. So we get a side bend. Good. And if that feels really nice, maybe the diagonal stretch. And we'll come all the way back up. Yeah, take your legs out in front of you and gently walk your hands down without dropping your head to start. And exactly, you could reach out to your toes, you could reach your arms out in front of you, you could bring your elbows to the floor or not. You could stay on your fingertips. When you find a place that seems reasonable to hold for a couple breaths, just hang out there and see if anything changes. If it's too much sensation, back it off a little bit. If you like a little more, maybe walk it down. Nice. And then walk it all the way back up. Let's come over to our backs. We'll end on our backs today, as usual. Notice what your body's needing. If you're a person who loves some upside down at the end of practice, maybe come back into your bridge or take legs up the wall without a wall, or even shoulder stand or plow if that's your thing. So find your upside down pose for today. Good. And then wherever you are, go ahead and lower your body back to the mat. Find a twist. Could be just that leg sway. It could be coming all the way over to one side. And if you're in a lying twist, go ahead and take a twist to the other side. And come on back to neutral. Set up a comfortable resting position. That could be constructive rest, Shavasana. It could even be sitting or on your belly. Whatever feels restful and nourishing. And then just like at the beginning of class, do a little check-in again. Notice from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet. Notice how everything landed today. Notice any places that you're holding tension. See if you can breathe into those. And then turn your attention to your breath for this last minute. You can hold your attention there wherever it's easiest for you to feel your breath in your body. It could be your belly, your chest, even your back, or even just the tickle of air at your nose. Just allowing our bodies to rest at the end of practice. Let your body feel heavy on the floor. Let your belly be soft. Let your breath be natural. And then I just want to end with a poem today. This is by Sarah Teasdale, kind of in honor of this beautiful season that we've just entered. It's called September Midnight. Lyric night of the lingering Indian summer, shadowy fields that are scentless but full of singing. Never a bird, but the passionless chant of insects, ceaseless, incessant. The grasshopper's horn, and far off, high in the maples, the wheel of a locust leisurely grinding the silence, under a moon waning and worn, broken, tired with summer. Let me remember you, voices of little insects, weeds in the moonlight, fields that are tangled with asters. Let me remember, soon the winter will be on us, snow hushed and heavy. Over my soul, murmur your mute benediction while I gaze, O fields that rest after harvest. As those who part look long into the eyes they lean to, lest they forget them. Start to bring a little gentle movement back to your body. Maybe just wiggling fingers and toes or letting your legs bend and sway, or just taking a couple deep breaths. And then in your own way, feel free to turn on one side or come to sitting however you like. May we dwell in safety. May we be happy and healthy. May we be at peace. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. Let me know if you have any questions or requests for next class. Thanks, Zoomies.